So I've got Lee Holmes here today, and I'm so super excited to have her with me. I discovered Lee Holmes a few years ago when I was working on healing my own gut health issues. And her book, Heal Your Gut, I love this book. It's one of my top favorite books that I have right in my kitchen so I can go back to. It's just amazing. It's so accessible. You can just open it up and get tips on what can help your immune system, what can help your gut health. And honestly, this book was my saving grace because I was having a lot of gut health issues a few years ago. And it really helped me step into my power because I was able to lose weight and feel better about myself. And my stomach that had been really bloated and not feeling good and was constantly upset. Like I actually, by using her book and following through and making the soups and everything, I had a flat tummy that I hadn't had since I was a teenager. It was incredible. And I felt so much better about myself. And it really, like her body of work really made a huge impact on me stepping in to my own power. And so it's so great to have you here, Lee. And Lee Holmes, she does so many incredible things. This is the other thing, is when I saw the picture from the book, I felt instantly connected to her as a goddess, as a soul sister. And then when I got to know her a little bit more, I realized she does yoga, she does meditation. So she's more than just a gut health expert. She's also just graduated with her degree, and she's now a clinical nutritionist as well. So she is a master of many things. So it's so good to have you here, Lee.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's really, really nice to be here.
Yeah. So Lee, you know that we're talking about the goddess and the connection. So the connection of, what does the goddess mean to you in relationship to what you do and the gifts that you bring to the world?
Mm. I'm an accidental goddess, I have to say. I never knew the term really, and I was just kind of just following my heart. I did actually get sick a number of years ago, about 10 years ago, with an autoimmune disease, Crohn's and fibromyalgia. And I went through this really kind of complex medical system of being shunted from doctor to doctor, lots of tests, lots of needles, lots of clumps of hair falling out, losing weight. Like you, I was like really not, my gut wasn't working properly. And I realized that when I spoke to the doctors about it, I said to them, do you think me being ill has anything to do with my diet? Because I notice when I eat certain things that I really react. I'm really reacting to MSG and chemicals and all these sort of additives. And they said to me, look, it's got nothing to do with diet whatsoever. Just keep on eating this hospital food, which I don't know about America, but in Sydney it's pretty bad. And I was just put on this concoction of different medications like immunosuppressants, anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, you name it. And I think like stepping into my power, as you were talking about stepping into your power, I started to realize that I did have control over my health. So I started this little blog and I was just really listening to my intuition. I think that's part of being a goddess. I don't know, you would know more than me about that because I'm an accidental one, but just listening to your intuition and making changes. Like I just made simple changes. I started this really tiny blog called superchargedfood.com, started posting recipes. And what I found really amazing was that I don't know how it happened, but Facebook had just started. It was like 12 years ago or something. And people from all over the world contacted me and said that exact same thing happened to me. A lot of women were contacting me saying, they were really sick. They were put on steroids. They blew up like the Michelin man on these steroids, which is what happened to me. And we were really connecting on a really beautiful kind of energetic level and emotional level as well. And I didn't feel alone anymore. I felt like there's this amazing wider community of people who are very like-minded and have been through, I wasn't alone. they had been through the same thing. So from there, I kind of like built my blog and had a platform to write books and to have a voice and be in media and television. But I still think at the end of the day, what I do with Supercharged Food is that I'm really highly passionate. All the recipes come from my kitchen. They're all really authentic, and I think being a goddess or goddess-like is just being your true self, and just talking to others from a place of understanding and empathy.